Nailed it. Greetings, fellow interloper. Taylor here. I've been seeing a lot of questions about one particular milestone in the new Expeditions update. This one's called the Glass Bead. And once completed, you get some really cool underwater themed upgrades as well as your very own void egg. So if you're a fan of living ships, this is one milestone you'll want to complete sooner than later. Now, on the surface, the objective seems easy, but if you dive a bit deeper, you'll see that there are many steps to getting this somewhat confusing milestone. It's like saying, yeah, that fusion igniter, it's really easy to craft. You only need 3 things. Yeah. So let's dive in, shall we? First off, you'll need to make sure you have the Nautilus submarine unlocked, as well as making sure you have the sonar attachment. Those unlocks can be found up in the anomaly, at the Blueprints terminal, and at the Exocraft terminal. It's not quite that easy, of course. The sub runs on hydrothermal fuel cells that can't be purchased, they've got to be crafted, so to craft them, you need to make sure you've unlocked the recipe. So if you're after recipes, you'll want to grab the maps that say secret cartographic data. Once the map is activated, you'll either get directed to a manufacturing facility, an operations center, or supply depots. Now, you don't want supply depots when you're trying to get a recipe, so just activate another one if that's the one that you get. Once there, just shoot the lock off the door, solve a riddle, and hopefully get rewarded with an option to learn a new recipe. You'll rinse and repeat until you make your way to the fuel cell here. Next up is finding a suitable body of water. Your best bet is finding a planet that appears as mostly water from space, with lots of little islands. You need this because underwater ruins won't spawn in shallow water, so make sure you find a planet where it's plentiful. These are more common than you think if you stick to yellow star systems. This is typical of what you're looking for, lots and lots of water. If you have an Exocraft summoning station unlocked and installed on your freighter, just call it in, it's super easy. If that's not an option, just build a Nautilus chamber. If you still need to unlock that, well, just snag a few salvage data and you're all set. This next thing, has nothing to do with the milestone, but man, I had to put it in here. I'm in the middle of nowhere on this planet, and I'm pulling up to this island, and in drops this exotic. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I bought it. Sorry for derailing the video here, but that was too funny not to include. I've got just a few hours in on this game, and I've never had an exotic just land out of nowhere, It's always been at a space station or a trading post, so... Okay, back to the video. There's a couple things you want to have in your inventory before you scan for a ruin. You will eventually need a hypnotic eye, as well as a few living pearls found inside an armored clam. Both of these are simple enough to get beforehand. The clams are scattered literally everywhere across the seabed. Hypnotic eyes are awarded quite often from freighter expeditions or exploring derelict freighters. If you haven't done those yet, well, don't worry. Just scan for sunken buildings with your sonar. This is the choice just left of the option to scan for sunken ruins. Once you discover one, you'll find a few of these creepy abyssal horrors hanging out around the building. Just shoot them without getting sucked into their tractor beam and you're good to go. Grab that eye quickly because it will disappear after a few seconds, like a larval core. So I tried to pick this up and realized my inventory was full, like a noob. 3 slots were taken up by fireworks, so yeah, what are you gonna do? Now that you have everything needed, you can scan for underwater ruins. Once found, it's like miles away by submarine. So what I like to do is hop in my ship and park on an island as close to it as possible, and then melee jetpack burst as far as you can get. Once you interact with the voice of the shell, you'll receive a trident key to unlock a sealed chest that's buried around the ruin. You can easily find it once you scan the area. Make sure you also have a spare living pearl to unlock the chest. This won't get you the achievement since this is a multi-part quest. After you've done this a couple times, you'll finally see a choice for make an offering with a hypnotic eye when you're interacting with the voice of the shell. That's the one you're after. After that, you can soak up the rewards of the Glass Bead with a void egg, as well as some pretty cool S-Class upgrades for the sub, which make it move faster than 5 units a second. Now, I personally love these underwater missions. I really wish HG has more for us to do beneath the waves, but this is a great start. Hey, speaking of great starts, this channel has nearly 200 subscribers. I'm blown away, guys, and I really appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed yet, there's plenty of room on the SS Whiskey, so hop aboard.
Bless this ship and all who sail on her.
And if you like this video, there's a good chance you might like these as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This is Taylor with Whiskey Barrel Gaming, signing off.